Welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we are taking on a massive topic: how to build wealth with digital marketing. And look, we're going to approach this as a true beginner's guide. If you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by all those internet gurus screaming at you from their rented Lamborghinis, just take a deep breath. We are going to demystify all the jargon, cut right through the hype, and break this down into a really clear, actionable wealth-building playbook. My goal is that by the end of our time together, you're going to understand exactly how digital marketing translates into real wealth step by step.
You know, in today's digital economy, you've basically got two types of people. First, we have the scroller. This is the person who's constantly swiping, just watching other people build businesses, buy houses, and quit their 9-to-5s, all while thinking, man, what did they know that nobody ever explained to me? But then you have the builder. The builder has realized one really simple truth. Over the last 20 years, marketing totally stopped being this luxury reserved just for giant corporations. It became something one person, armed with literally just a laptop and a phone, could learn in a few months and use to build real, scalable income. Today, we're shifting you from the mindset of the scroller straight into the mindset of the builder.
So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, redefining digital marketing. 2, 4 paths to wealth. 3, the 5 core skills. 4, the power of leverage. And 5, mistakes that keep you broke.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, redefining digital marketing, and what it actually means.
Okay, we need to completely kill the vague buzzwords here. Digital marketing is absolutely not just posting on social media. No way. It is the core, scalable skill of getting the right message in front of the right person at the exact right time so they take an action. It's like showing a targeted ad for running shoes to a marathon runner literally the day their old pair breaks. It makes it a total no-brainer for them to hit buy. That is the whole shebang. Every single tactic you hear about, SEO, email marketing, paid ads, content creation, they're all just different channels for executing this one fundamental thing. You're connecting a specific solution to a specific desire.
$600 billion. That's right, that is the staggering amount of money companies drop every single year just trying to capture human attention. Think about that for a second. This proves exactly why this matters so much for your wealth building. Attention is literally the most valuable resource on earth right now. If you learn how to earn attention and actually convert it into a specific action, you aren't just selling some random product. You're selling a skill that every single business on the planet desperately needs. And the best part? That skill scales infinitely.
Moving right along to Section 2, 4 Paths to Wealth, Your Routes to Income.
What's really fascinating here is that there isn't just one single route to making money, even though most beginners kind of just assume there is. There's actually a very natural progression, almost like a roadmap. First, you might start out as the service provider. You learn a high-income skill, like running Facebook ads or writing promotional emails, and you sell it directly to businesses. This is absolutely the fastest path to your first dollar because you can realistically land a client paying $1 to $3 grand a month once you have proof of skill. Then, once you have cash flowing, you naturally evolve into step 2, the content owner. Instead of marketing for others, you start building your own audience, maybe a YouTube channel or a newsletter. It's a bit slower to start, but that audience, that's an asset you own. From there, you step into the affiliate. Here, you promote other people's products to your new audience for a commission, which totally removes the hardest part of business, building the product, so you can just focus on marketing. And finally, you reach the product builder. You use everything you've learned to sell your own course, software, or digital template. Because you own it completely, you keep 100% of the margin. Most wealthy people in this space follow this exact progression.
Okay, on to Section 3, the 5 core skills, the builder's toolkit. Let's strip away all the internet noise and look at the actual tactical tools you need. Number 1, copywriting. This is basically the psychology of writing words that make someone want to act. It's the massive difference between a video you scroll right past and a thumbnail you absolutely have to click. It is the highest leverage skill in the field, hands down. Number 2, platform literacy. You don't need to be a master of everything, but you definitely need to understand how a platform's algorithm works, like knowing YouTube really favors watch time and click-through rates. Number 3, basic analytics. This just means knowing how to read the numbers, like your conversion rates, so you aren't just guessing and wasting your budget. Number 4, funnels. Picture a funnel as a digital breadcrumb trail that turns a total stranger into a paying customer. They click a tweet, download a free guide, get a few helpful emails, and then buy. That intentional path, that's a funnel. And finally, number 5, consistency systems. This is the unglamorous magic of a content calendar, batch creating work, and repurposing ideas. It's the glue that lets you show up consistently for 2 straight years instead of burning out in 2 weeks.
I want to highlight this quote because it's so important. Notice what's not on this list: expensive courses, a huge following, or perfect equipment. We really need to firmly debunk the myth that you need to be rich or internet famous to get started. None of those things are prerequisites. Actually, scratch that. They aren't prerequisites at all. They are the outcomes of executing those 5 core skills consistently over time. You just start with what you have.
Let's dive into Section 4, the power of leverage, the wealth engine.
This is probably the most crucial part of this whole explainer because this is where beginners get it so wrong. Beginners usually get trapped in the old model of linear income. You know how it goes. You work an hour, you earn a fixed amount, and if you stop working, the money completely stops. It's a one-to-one trade. And people assume digital marketing works exactly like this. But that's only true in that very early service stage we talked about. Real wealth? That's built on leveraged income. This is where your income totally detaches from your hours. Think about it. A single YouTube video you filmed in one afternoon or an affiliate link in a blog post can generate ad revenue and sales 24 hours a day for years. It's not that wealthy digital marketers work 1,000 times harder than you. It's that their output keeps relentlessly working long after they've closed their laptops.
So how does this leverage actually happen? Well, it happens when 3 massive forces start compounding all at the same time. Your skill improves, which means every new piece of content you write converts slightly better than the last one. At the exact same time, your audience compounds and grows, meaning that highly converting message is now reaching way more people. And underneath all of it, your systems keep working. Your funnels and automated emails are capturing leads while you're asleep. I want you to remember this rhythm. Your skill improves, your audience compounds, your systems keep working. Do this for 3 to 5 years, and I promise you, the outcome looks absolutely nothing like a traditional job. But hey, before you run off to start building, we need to hit Section 5, mistakes that keep you broke, the minefield.
You have to understand these traps before you even start, so let's walk through the 3 fatal errors. Mistake 1, platform hopping. This is bouncing from YouTube to TikTok to writing a Substack blog just because you have shiny object syndrome. Every platform has a steep learning curve, so constantly switching literally just resets your progress to 0. Just pick one and stick to it. Mistake 2, selling before trust. This is trying to aggressively monetize an audience of 50 people on day 1. People buy from people they trust, and if you pitch way too early before providing real value, you won't convert and you'll burn your audience. And mistake 3, learning without doing. This is consuming course after course without ever actually publishing a single thing. Let me be incredibly blunt with you. Digital marketing is not a spectator sport. Your first 10 videos or articles, they'll probably be terrible, and that is completely fine. That's just your tuition. You simply cannot skip the reps.
I really want to ground you with a realistic expectation here. The true timeline to wealth is 3 to 5 years of consistent building. Let's just strip away the whole get-rich-quick illusion right now. It is not going to happen in 30 days. Those people you see who look incredibly wealthy in this space, they simply started 3 to 5 years before you started watching this explainer. They survived the boring days, they pushed through the terrible early content, and they just never stopped building.
So there you have it. We've covered the progression of paths, the core tactical skills, the undeniable power of leverage, and the fatal mistakes you need to avoid. The mystery is totally gone. The complete digital marketing beginner's playbook is officially yours. So I want to leave you with this final, vital question. What is your first move? Seriously, I challenge you right now to stop passively consuming content. Close all those extra tabs, open your Builder's Toolkit, and go create the very first piece of your new digital economy. You've got the map. Now it's time to take that first step.